Welcome back, all you sports and gambling fans out there. Are you ready for some college basketball betting? Joining me today is Jeff Grant, our very own SBR contributor. And today, we're looking at that game between the Oregon State Beavers and the Arizona Wildcats game. How you doing today, Jeff?
Doing great, Dax. The Pac-12 conference seems to be a one-team race, possibly two, but Utah, of course, getting knocked off at UCLA. And this is a revenge game for the home team, and this is also the premier game for college basketball handicappers on a Friday night.
All right, man, let's start talking about Oregon State. Now, they've done a great job at not losing back-to-back games this season, but this is going to be a tough matchup for them. So with that in mind, Jeff, do you think that they will be able to bounce back from that disappointing 55-73 loss at Arizona State this past Wednesday?
Be much easier if they weren't facing a revenge-minded team that ranks in the top 10 in the country. Oregon State hasn't dropped back-to-back games since November 24th to the 26th when they dropped neutral site affairs against Auburn and Oklahoma State. So this team's been very consistent, but I think the Pac-12 is now on notice. This program's under a new first-year head coach who came out of Montana, a guy who I'm familiar with because I graduated from a school in the Big Sky Conference, Northern Arizona, so I'm familiar with him. His brand of basketball is going to be much easier to play against the second time around. And Oregon State, in their last effort, that 73-55 loss to Arizona State, were held to a season-low 2 3-pointers.
All right, man, like you said, this game has revenge written all over it for the Wildcats, as this matchup has been their only Pac-12 conference loss to this point. And considering that they are 12-0 at home, Jeff, do you think that they will be able to steamroll the Beavers at the McKale Center tonight?
Yeah, the Wildcats have had this one circled since dropping that 58-56 decision as 10-point road favorites on January 11th. And basically, TJ McConnell, the point guard, specifically said after the press conference of their last victory against the Oregon Ducks about that game in Corvallis, we just didn't play Arizona basketball in that game. They allowed Oregon State to shoot 51.3% from the field, but this is, of course, at a different venue, the McKale Center, and Arizona has won 33 consecutive games at this particular venue.
All right, man. Now, the deal here is that this is a pretty high spread at 17 points in favor of the Wildcats, who are 12-9 against the spread. And, it does make it tough to lay a big number like this when Oregon State is 13-6 against the spread. So should we be looking at a total play here or what?
I'm going to go with a spread bet play because Oregon State hasn't knocked off a top 25 team on the road since 1985. And when you look at the revenge factor, Wildcats 10-1 straight up, 8-3 against the spread when revenging a road loss the last 2+ seasons. And most importantly, the home team has covered the number in the last 6 meetings in the series. So I'm going to lay the points with Arizona over Oregon State on Friday night.
And hey, everyone else, make sure to check back with us on Monday, where we'll give you more sports coverage and free picks. Till then, for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.